We'll start with an opening statement from Coach.
Yeah, obviously a rough day for us, I thought. I think you talk about like coming in and competing, and I think we just didn't compete from the beginning. We had some kids that competed, some kids that didn't, and we're just not at the level where we can just not compete. And so that was disappointing. I mean, I kind of saw it on Thursday in practice and kind of addressed it a little bit in practice on Thursday. But there's some things I think we've got to change in order to get us more consistent at competing to win, because nobody's just going to hand it to us in anything we do. So disappointed in that. I thought we had, in all honesty, a lot of selfishness going on today. People worrying about missed shots and worrying about things happening to them that didn't, that you just can't worry about. You got to do something better for your teammates, and so we've got to address that and talk about that too. I thought we did a better job in the second half on boarding, but they didn't change anything that they did, so I don't know why we can't do that from the beginning. I thought, again, free throws, you make 8 of them, right? 8, you win with it. So again, free throws were an issue for us. I mean, they shot the heck out of their free throws and really put them in a position to win that game.
Gracie, talk about the defensive intensity. At the start of the second half, you went to 2-3 zone, and then towards the end of the game, trying to get a couple stops. Talk through your defensive presence in the second half.
I think our defensive presence, when we came in and kind of mixed it up with them, that it really helped us because it gave us another look. And again, I think we just went through spurts where it was really good and super intense, and then the other times we kind of fell off, and we can't fall off. We have to just be intense the whole time. But when we are intense, it looks really good.
And talk about some of your players coming off the bench. Maya Scoff with 16 points. Was kind of big. Coming off the bench. What does that mean for you guys with her? Kind of being that 6-man role and taking authority off the bench.
Yeah, it's huge for our bench girls to come in and get points and make a huge impact, because you can't have 5 girls play the whole game. So it takes the whole team to win, and that just honestly makes everyone more hyped up on the bench and on the court, because we get excited for each other.
Coach, you going into next week, the OVC, start with Tech and Western.
Mm-hmm.
What can we look forward to, against 2 good opponents in the conference?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you look at Tennessee Tech and you look at Western Illinois, and they're top of the conference. I mean, they're both really, really good, have a lot of talented players on them. We have to be better with scout. Our scout today was just not very good at all, especially with personnel and that. We have to be better with that. So we got to figure out why we can't do that with stuff. But, you're talking about 2 teams that I think could be at the top of the league because they're that talented and playing that well right now. So, we've got choices. I mean, we can sit back and pout about this, or we can find ways as a team, as individuals, to be better, plain and simple. Because, again, nobody's going to come in here and say, oh, you've lost games, let's just let them win, right? Everybody's competing and playing for something. And I also think it is a new season when you talk about Thursday, right? Everybody starts 0-0 now. So hopefully we've been able to learn some things from this non-conference schedule and continue to get better from the non-conference schedule to put us in a position to do well in OVC.
Thanks, guys.